Right, here we are. I'm just going to show you now how to make a clay pipe in the traditional manner. This is the way pipes have been made in Britain for the last sort of 300 or 400 years, using a metal mould and the roll of clay. And I've put some oil on these to act as a releasing agent. I'm now going to put a little bit of oil, got a bit of sheep's wool, rub a bit of oil on the mould so that's oiled as well. And I've got a wire which is going to make the stem bore through the pipe. And what I have to do is to take the roll that's been made and allow it to dry a bit so it's a bit firmer, and then just thread the wire down the middle of the stem to make the stem bore almost all the way through. We don't go right to the end because we've got to be able to just bend the end up so that that bit of clay at the end will form the bowl of the pipe. Make sure that the stem is nice and straight all the way down the mould. Then the other half of the mould goes on, so the surface clay can come off the top. And then I put the mould into a press to hold it tightly together while I'm forcing the stopper down. This is the stopper, and it's the same word was used in English for the stopper used to make a pipe, and the same thing that smokers use to tamp their tobacco down in the bowl. This is then going to be forced down into the top of the mould, and as I force it down, the clay is extruded up. The spare clay comes up the top and a bit between the sides, and I've got to then just look down and push the wire a little bit at the end here. I've just seen it pop through, so the wires come through, so I know that the hole connects up. Surface clay is trimmed off, and then there's the pipe out of the mould. You can see a little bit of flash has come through where the mould harbours are, so I can just trim that off with my fingers like that. And then that has to be put to one side to dry for another day or so until we're able to trim and tidy up the seams and things on the pipe. And that's how you mould a clay pipe.